Oh, everybody's already coming in. Hello, everybody. What's up, you guys? Did Devon do a YouNow tonight, by the way? Hello, hello. You have that where Kyle Everett, prove it. Where'd you get the shower curtain? She did? Oh! Oh my god, I gotta watch it. Oh my god, I gotta watch. Hey, thank you, Witchy Sam. And guess what? YouNow. Guess who else is gonna be on YouNow tomorrow night? Where's my sign? Where's my sign? Where's my sign? Hello. Oh God, a lot of you fuckers are up. Wait, wait. Do I have real aborts or did people send someone into the chat? Anyway, look. Okay, this is how we're gonna. Got a good sized crowd. All right, yeah. We got Jason. So this is how it's gonna work. I was planning on doing a YouNow, day called Jason on YouNow. Okay. I was gonna do a YouNow anyway tomorrow, before the live show starts because I did it last week. It was fun. Well, it's gonna be a little extra fun tomorrow because I'm gonna have Mr. Squirrel, Jason, joining me. Well, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for all the support. First things first. I have to. I haven't hung it up yet. I will by tomorrow. I gotta show you what one of you guys sent me, which was amazing. Are you ready? Because this will become part of the set. Ready? I have to like get pulled back. Hello. Oh yeah, hit the microphones right now. By the way, hit the megaphones and invite your friends if you're gonna if you're gonna do it. Check this out. Check that out. This is like the real deal. This wood crap. I mean, and that comes with. It comes with. I don't want to break it. Oh, shoot, sorry. Should put this over here to begin with. But it comes with a. Yeah, this shit lights up. This shit lights up. Like, watch, I can do this. And I'm not even done yet. Want to see the other thing? This is the best part. This is the best fucking part. So, remember my broke down. Bah, bah. Look at this, people. Look at this. Who the fuck is Vuhe? Is Vuhe a troll that I need to boot? do I need to get rid of? Wait, sorry. Buffalo. Yeah, so I've got a flashy arrow. Shit, this is fucking like you guys should see the detail. It's incredible. You know who? Person knows exactly who this is. I don't know if she wants me to say, but thank you so much. It was a really, really awesome fan, and I'm really, really, really fucking grateful. It was really sweet. So, girl, did y'all bitches watch Dick Nite tonight? Did you all watch Dick Nite tonight? if Vilsace keeps typing, I'm booting this bitch out. So okay, so look, here's the deal. I've got a lot in my mind. That's why because I know it's late, but I couldn't wait until tomorrow. I don't want to take up Jason's time, uh, but I don't want you to think I'm being rude. But I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm not gonna look at the comments because it will get me off track and I'll lose my train of focus. And I'm telling you, if you're watching this on a playback, it's fucking infuriating to watch it. So please don't. The do we have the? I don't know the votes. Honest to God, Big Brother 17 is second on my agenda after the promo for tomorrow on YouNow. Jason joining me with my fancy software and stuff, and second to Dick Nite tonight. Okay, sorry, Vusace. Whoever the fuck you are, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Hold on just a second. Oh, wait. Block, and then report. Spamming. Report user. Bye-bye. You have been evicted from the, oh, there we go. Success! Okay. I said, Sabetta, it's 8 p.m. What I'm gonna do is probably start even earlier than 8 p.m. I'm gonna start at like maybe 7:30 Eastern time. It's just ballpark, because I'm Skyping him in, and it just around that time area, give or take a little bit. That's when he'll be on, and yeah, instead of doing like an interview. He's done interviews. He's going to do interviews. We're gonna just keep it talking about like what we really care about. And the best part about it is that you guys, as much as I can handle juggling all this stuff, you guys can ask questions, and anything you ask, he's not going to be able to watch the chat like I have, but I'll be able to look and see questions. And I'm just letting you know now, I'm not going to tolerate any spamming of the chat, any bullshit. Realistically, you might have to do one of those envelope with a hearts on it, because those and that will probably just get the priority. And again, I ain't making any money off of this. It's just a system. So yeah, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time is 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're on the West Coast. So let's fucking talk about Dick at Night. The funny thing was that I was this close to say, like, oh my god, can I be on that show, Dick? Oh, and by the way, if any Zackaroos or Zanks are like spy watching, kindly fuck off, or just, well, actually no, stay and keep my ratings up. I appreciate it very much. Just make sure you hit the like on your way out, because anything I say on here, I would say to his face, and you don't have to worry about tweeting his father, the only person who's left on Twitter, because he don't give two fucks, and neither do I. And I'm going to segue, after I talk about Dick and Night, into last night or early this morning about just the problematic nature of the BB fandom when it involves these two people, okay? Oh, thank you, Janelle says. Sorry, I got a little distracted by that thumbs up with 100 likes. I'm a little bit of a like whore. I'm sorry, I'm petty. Just kidding. the I'm gonna keep it fair, okay? Keep it very fair. And unlike a lot of people who were already going after Evil Dick on Twitter and having a fucking tantrum, I actually watched Dick at Night. I watched the full episode, which a lot of people didn't bother to do. They just want to go and instantly defend Zach. See, that's the whole fucking problem. That is the whole problem. He took a little step outside of his little bubble of enabling and coddling and, oh my God, you are God, you are the best. Here at Gold Bars. And he was on a show with real people, real movie stars, real winners of Big Brother, real people who were one who was an all-star, people who have made something of themselves and are not to be disrespected. And he just, the behavior, because I heard ahead of time that he walked out, blah blah blah. So I'm like, oh, some shit must have gone down. They must have like piled on him. Then I watched it. No, not at all. This is my problem with it. First, don't fucking put in your goddamn Twitter header. Don't you put a picture of you looking like you're sticking your hand in Frankie's crotch for weeks. Having zanky pictures in your Twitter header. And then act all fucking outraged that someone would make some comment, rib you about Frankie, like you and Frankie, being gay with Frankie. Because what the fuck are you doing then, putting that sort of picture shit in your goddamn Twitter profile? That's the first thing that's just like, what the he went easy on him. He went easy on Zach. Because he showed respect for his guests, as they all did. And so the first thing was something about shining Frankie's balls. Oh, really? That's gonna set you off? Like, you know what? I question whether or not, like, do you just you want everything to be on your terms, and you get to like, it's okay for you to go out there and you know, oh, I'm joking, and think that nobody's gonna come and question. They weren't even questioning his sexuality. They made a goddamn joke. And then later in the, like, but somehow then he starts copping an attitude. Like, that's strike one. So, fuck, first of all, this ain't your show. You're on Evil Dick's show. The winner of Big Brother 8, who was asked back on another season. This is his show. Don't fucking threatening him? Really? Like, wow. And out of courtesy, Dick stopped. He could have easily kept on going and going and going, but he stopped. And the next thing that they got all that Zach got all bent out of shape about, well, after 20, 30 minutes of, which I don't even know why the fuck he was, like, did my audio cut, did something get edited out where, thank you, what you said, they said Shannon Elizabeth, the movie star, said something about, I got it immediately with the whole, like, oh, what if there were two male twins? Now, I know that Zach is so, I'm sorry, Zach, but your fans have conditioned you into thinking that everything is about hinting that you're gay. That's you. That's on you, because those are your fans who've done that to you. It wasn't even about that. She wasn't even being shady. The whole point was, like, Austin wants two twins in the house because bow bow chicka bow bow, they're girls. You know, he can hit both of them. Sex. The question was, well, what if there were two guys? As in, I know you're not interested in guys. Since you're, thank you, Abra. Since you're not into guys, and I'm not saying this sarcastically, Shannon Elizabeth. Like, since I know you're not into guys, let me ask you: would you feel the same if there were two guys? AKA, there'd be no agenda behind it. But of course, he instantly thinks, "Oh, they're calling me gay. They're implying that I'm gay." No. You imply that you're gay on your fucking Twitter bio and profile. Ever since you've been milking the fucking Zanky fandom, you're the one who thinks that everything is about questioning your sexuality. It's your fans. Your fans. Guess what? Outside of your bubble, the rest of the world doesn't give two fucks. We all took you at your word that you said you were straight. He's straight. We never questioned it. It's your fans who are on Tumblr talking about it constantly, talking about how awful your family is. They're the ones who have made your sexual identity an issue. Not the rest of us. The rest of us don't give two fucks. I mean, and just to sit there and pout like a little bitch. Like, oh my God, what is this? Is this your first time in months where you don't have a bunch of sycophants throwing gold bars at you and telling you how great you are? Is this your first time? Welcome to reality. I question whether or not he starts making comments about, being a whiny bitch about it. I don't think I'm ready for being, I'm a shitty Big Brother player. I wish Dick would have said, yeah, you know what, you were. I wouldn't have said that, and I'm not gonna say it. But just to be like, well, fine, you're having a little like, Shannon Elizabeth called me, said she didn't even call him a bad Big Brother player. But he just sat there and pouted. How are you going to go on All Stars? Honey, all of the alumni that you would be playing with are just like the people who are sitting on that panel. And if you think I'm wrong, sorry, honey. Sorry to shatter the delusion. Sorry, I can't throw a bunch of gold bars and say, oh, they're just haters. No, that's fucking truth tea. Yeah, Sabetta, it's all Zach's fans. I have nothing against Zach. I have everything against his fans. His enabling fucking fans. His fans who impose their fucking agenda, thank you, Samantha, who impose their agenda onto him, who spend all fucking day, every day, and I could pull it all up because I have receipts galore, blaming Zach's, talking shit about Zach's family, about how they're the reason why he's suffocating, they're the reason why he can't move forward. No, you're the reason why he can't move forward. You're the reason, because You threaten to not fan him. You threaten to not be his fan if he's not gay for you, if he's not with Frankie. Like, your support, if your support of him is contingent upon him being with Frankie fucking Grande, that's fucked up, and fuck you, and you are the one that's sabotaging him. You are the one that's trying to control him. You are exactly what you complain about his parents doing to him. That's what you do to him. So cut the fucking shit. Cut the shit. You're to blame. You're all to blame. And that's the fucking truth tea. It's the same fucking, the fact that I can recognize the names, I see the tweets, I see instantly the people, you gonna come after Evil Dick? Oh, cool. Bitch, he can smack you down and get, you know what? Guess what? Thank you, Avery. Guess what? This was just a taste of what, the second Zach shut out, was like, I'm out of here. Bitch, this is not your YouNow show. You're not dealing with your Zackaroos. You're dealing with the Big Brother community. And when Evil Dick put that show up, then he supports himself by selling subscriptions for $21 a sub, like just to have the privilege to watch it. You just became the new Kalia in a bathtub picture. You just became the new girl with the tampon string picture hanging out her vagina. You have just fucked yourself over in ways I can't even begin to tell you. You pissed off the wrong fucking person. If you want nothing to do with reality TV, nothing to do with CBS, nothing to do with Big Brother, of course, never mind. For this, none of this applies. But if you have any hope of stepping foot in the Big Brother house, welcome to your new world. The Joker's ratings polls, you're already 16. You're already at the bottom. And you disrespected Evil Dick. You disrespected him and James Ryan and Shannon Elizabeth. You disrespected them. You disrespected the Big Brother community. They are not going to have any fucking respect for you when it's your turn to be back on TV. Because that is not going to be forgotten. Not by me, not by anybody. And you could poo-poo this all you want. But you take Dick, James, Shannon Elizabeth, me, combine all of our followers on Twitter that tweet about Big Brother, your Zackaroos who tweet to you like all fucking day. It's like it's like, to me, to visualize this, the fans that are artificially inflating your ego by coddling you and making you think that, oh, you're so much better. You're playing at a coffee house size audience. Evil Dick, when he tweets, it's like tweeting to a stadium at the Super Bowl in terms of the audience that's seeing it. And if you think your little fans can come and be like, stop being me, like, grow up, grow a pair. Bitch, you don't have any idea. You clearly have no idea who you're fucking with. He's been on the scene way longer than you. And know what the fuck, like, just based on the time that you're tweeting him, you didn't even watch it. So it just makes your attack at Dick so empty, so useless. Like, you can't, like, you just want to defend Zach to impress him. And you know what? If he actually feels better because of that, that's lame. That's fucking lame. That's because it's no substance. If you have people supporting you or defending you because of they could quote something that like was said that crossed the line, different story. But that wasn't the case. You sat there, you pouted. You pouted like a little bitch. Yeah. Why? Over what? He gave you an opportunity. He gave you a platform. I'm sorry. Even though I'm on YouNow is nothing in the bigger picture. I don't fucking like, and that sort of attitude, that strike one, I'm gonna leave. Guess what? When September rolls around and they start airing Amazing Race promos, I know, and they'll be doing that all the time when Big Brother is airing. You're going to sit there, and you're going to watch those commercials, and you're going to know, I could have been there. I could have been in these promos. I could have been racing. And then next spring, you're going to see Caleb. Caleb's on Survivor. He's in. And next fall, I've been saying since the beginning of the season, you're going to see Clay and Shelly on The Amazing Race. That all of this. You could have had that. You had it. You had a spot. You had a spot. But you had to storm off like a little brat. And once you did, that's when Dick said, fuck it, I'm going to air your dirty laundry. I'm going to tell the whole audience that's watching, all the Big Brother fans, about all the bullshit that you pulled that got you cut from The Amazing Race. Why did I play Big Brother? For 500,000 reasons. You could have had 1,000,000 reasons to go on Amazing Race and do it in 23 days. 23 days. In half, it would have been $500,000. But if you came in first place on these pit stops, you could have won a car. You could have won $10,000. You could have won trips. And even if you got eliminated first, you still spend 20 days at a luxury resort. And you're on prime time television. But you think your dick is so big that you can come walking into Lynn Spillman's office and start demanding contract exclusions and more money as if you're Brenchel. Are you kidding me? Brenchel, first of all, couldn't demand anything until they had already done the race. It was their second time around. Second. And that second time was an all-stars season. You were asked to be on a regular played season. With all due respect, in the world of negotiations, you have nothing to offer. You have no leverage whatsoever. You should just be, thank you, sir. Anything for you. What up? You pissed away a fucking opportunity. You pissed away, and not just, what's just so offensive about it is that it's not, you not just pissed away an opportunity for you pissed an opportunity away for Devin. I don't know Devin, but I'm sure he's plenty pissed off that he missed out on that opportunity, and I don't blame him. Don't blame him. You know what? you know, the second Zach got out of that house last year, he is a lock for All Stars. I don't think anybody would disagree. No one, nobody would disagree. He was good TV. He was a lock. Every day since, especially tonight, it's just chipping away. Let me go piss off the biggest casting director for CBS next to Robin Cass. Let my behavior cost me an opportunity to be on The Amazing Race. These are nails, and this is my coffin. Like, I hope you realize. I don't even know why I'm saying like you, because he would never even watch this. Because it's not him. It's not about him. Like it's because clearly he didn't watch Dick Nite. He did not watch Rob as a podcast. He thinks that these are all like interviews about him and his like no. That was last September or October. Like when I interviewed him. That was your interview where we talk about you. Now there's another season of Big Brother on, and that's what we care about. We're not rehashing how you were backdoored or what happened. No. And you are invited onto these shows to offer your perspective about this season. Sure, you can bring up stuff about your season. Dick does it all the time. But it's always done in the context of explaining the reasoning for doing this, or this. That's the reason why. But you want to pout? And the fact that this was the episode that he makes available for free. That's what you call evil Dick saying, fuck you, how dare you disrespect me? How dare you disrespect my guests? And now, because before the show started, the only people who could watch it were subscribers. I'm sure that there are a lot, but they're all like evil Dick fans. He just let the entire Big Brother community watch. And I'm sorry, and I'm saying this completely objectively. I'm being completely honest. There is nothing. There's no defense of Zach to be made. There is nothing that Dick did, or Shannon Elizabeth did, or James Ryan did to warrant that sort of reaction. And not just that, not just the reaction, but to walk off. Because that was such a pussy move. And all I could think about, if any of the people in here are just like BB Summer fans and weren't around like during the era, don't pay much attention. Back in like March, he got into a Twitter fight with McCrae from season 15, and he dragged him. And all of his fans were, yeah, drag him. He was so stupid. And then after it, he went on teespring.com and made t-shirts and sold t-shirts Because one of his drags was, "I'm a drag you till I'm a drag you till your knees bleed" or something like that. Whoa, that's woo, that's an intense drag. And literally sold T-shirts. I think like 18 were sold. Someone wanted a refund. But yeah, like, can you imagine what if Dick took one of your quotes and went and sold T-shirts? I think, you know what the funny thing is that he'd probably sell a lot of them. There's, in I think to kind of wrap things up with this little rant, I question whether or not you've got it. What you've got, you have what it takes. You've got, because you're all about like, I don't give two fucks. You give too many fucks. You give way too many fucks, and you showed your cards tonight. You showed your cards. You've been exposed. You are. I don't think. I question whether or not it's really in your best interest to even want to go back. Because if you think you had it hard now, just wait till you're back in the house, getting it from not only the fans, but your fellow house guests, who you've summarily ignored, disrespected, talked shit about, not made communication with. I talk to a lot of house guests. The story's always the same. It's always the same. But by all means, have fun with your Zanky fantasy delusional shippers who aren't making you trend anymore on Twitter, who aren't buying your merch, and like, give it up. Give it up. Yeah, they went crazy. They helped buy your song last December. They bought a lot of T-shirts, but those T-shirts were for a cancer, which I applaud. But check yourself. Check yourself. Because you thought you were being all the cool guy at school by dragging me, and if you weren't around, by the way, all year, he took to Twitter in December and dragged me, you know, which were all fucking lies, by the way. You know, all, and I have the receipts. I've just been above it all and decided not to pull out the receipts because I respect his family too much. I didn't have to, and I still have the receipts. But yeah, interesting how karma works sometimes. Okay. Guess what? If you go back into the house, yeah. Notice. I was about to say when, if you go in the house, you probably will. If you think that the camera, yeah, exactly, April. If you think the camera is your YouNow broadcast, and we're all here to like throw gold bars at you, you're playing to about 400 people, and the other 20,000 of us are making fun of you. So don't do it. Don't try that shit. And especially people who have lots of followers. That being said, I'm going to talk about another thing about last night. And again, this one is about Frankie, but it's not about Frankie. It's about, yeah, Samantha, I love Kevin, I love Jill, and I love Payne. Zach is a wonderful family. And I'm sure if they were paying any attention to what was going on, yeah, I digress. So for last night, Jason, and because I'm probably going to try to refrain from bringing this up tomorrow, Jason starts talking about, since he brought up the fact that he was watching the episode Jason's Eviction, okay? You with me? Remember who was in the audience during Jason's Eviction? That's it. I'm not making fun of him anymore. But look, he said something about, like, he said not amused. And Frankie's fans went ballistic and started attacking him. And then they go from just attacking him, like attacking that comment, to, well, look, this is the routine. Attack the person who says it, then list Frankie's resume, list who his family is and where he's living, and then start insulting the person like, you live in your mom's basement. And then it turns really ugly really fast. And again, let me remind you, all he said was not amused. And you know what? I wasn't either. I didn't like that it's the eviction show and the TV is making somebody from last year part, it's very attention seeking, and I was not amused either. Okay? That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't, and I've got people climbing into my mentions, like, I don't even remember what they said. Dire, it just, blah, blah, blah. Shit. And all I could think about is this what you, like, why do you, doesn't this get exhausting? Like, these people don't follow, here's the thing, these people don't follow me. But they're replying to my tweets. It's like, that's got to take effort and time, and it's exhausting to have to go and you have to go and proactively defend, like, not only, it's not just defending Frankie, it's attacking people. Like, newsflash, the majority of Big Brother fans did not like Frankie. This is not a read. This is not me talking shit about Frankie. I'm telling you, last year he was not a popular house guest. And it has nothing to do, don't bring up what jobs he has now or what jobs he has had over the summer. It's irrelevant. I'm just stating a fact. And so, if you think I'm not amused is an issue, just wait until, if he comes back, just wait until a typical night of Big Brother. Like, I just don't understand. Why would you want this for him? If you really like him, why would you want him on the why would you want him in that environment? Wouldn't you rather support him in an environment where the audience likes, loves him? I'm being completely serious. Why wouldn't you want him to be in that environment instead of a toxic environment where your fans, who love to say shine brighter, newsflash, of all the most ironic part about it is it's Frankie's fans who are never the ones who shine brighter. They never shine brighter. They attack. They get vicious. And what bothered me so much about it last night, first of all, they reminded me of all of the fucking things I couldn't stand about the online social media experience of being a Big Brother fan. That was the first thing that pissed me off. Because it's like, I can't, I'm on my Twitter account, I'm on my timeline, which none of you have to follow. You're welcome to block, you're welcome to mute. I'm tweeting to my followers, and if I say something and you're not even following me, you're gonna get all pressed and bent out of shape and then start attacking me? You're in for a long summer. You're in for a long fucking summer. Because it's not even about Frankie anymore. It's just about you being an obnoxious asshole. And you know what? After last year, we're not going to tolerate it. Not for one fucking minute. We had to, over time, we learned what we were dealing with. We know from the get-go what the fuck we're dealing with. And we're going to shut that fucking shit down immediately. So you're wasting your time. We're not going to be the ones to start blocking you. We're just going to be retweeting your bullshit. You might as well just start blocking everybody. And hide in your little bubble. And ask yourself on a daily basis, why did I wish this upon the person I'm a fan of? Because let me just tell you, like, I love Rachel Riley, but if Rachel got the hate from the Big Brother community that Frankie gets, I'd be like, I wouldn't want Rachel to go back. I'd be like, this is not a healthy environment for you. It's not a healthy environment for your image. Find a different gig. You've got the team, you've got the connections, you've got what it takes. Find a better gig where you're welcome. And again, this is why I'm doing this on YouNow, because I know assholes will love to take words I say and take them out of context. You're hearing it in context. It's on the record. You're hearing exactly what I'm saying, and I mean what I say. And don't get it fucking twisted. This has nothing to do with Frankie. I haven't even shaded it. I haven't even talked shit about him. I'm talking about the behavior of his fans. And you're in for a world of pain next year if you even try. If you think that if your summer, because guess what? Last year, I just blocked everybody. Next time, if he's back, I will give you the pleasure of getting a block from me. And like Jason's doing now, I would just retweet your buffoonery and make you look like the stupid asshole you are. Because you're fighting a losing battle, honey. You're fighting a losing battle. And I saw the Thanksgiving tribute that a bunch of fans made to Frankie. I know who the Frankie fans are. And bitch, I am not afraid of any of you bitches. And none of us are. You are outnumbered. Don't waste your time. And if you think that it's a good idea, you want your Zanky moments. Did you not watch Dick Nite tonight? You saw how uncomfortable he got with just a comment about Frankie, something about Frankie? He's going to be thinking about that all day long. I'm sure he's going to be like, "Yay, Frankie, where's the clicker?" Not if tonight is any example. He's going to be like, I'm straight. Don't do anything to make me feel. Audrey Ibarra, I'm saying my piece. I'm just getting this out and just, Anyway, yeah, this is why I don't read the comments. Clearly, enough people in here like what I have to say, or I wouldn't have. Thank you, Nick Fox. If people didn't like what I had to say, they'd be exiting stage left. But I've been watching the clock. I'm almost at an hour, and I've retained the audience, okay? So clearly I'm saying something that's resonating. And again, this is shit that has to be said. And I will conclude, if you were reading my tweets this morning, with this woman, Jeanette, and you can look up my timeline, or Janine, her name's Janine. So this woman, who wasn't on Twitter, like, just essentially, to cut to the chase, calling me trash, a lie, like, I'm just gonna fucking pull it up, because this woman pisses me the fuck off. She said, oh, I'm nobody. No, you're emblematic of everything that's fucking wrong with Zanky fans. You are a symbol of everything that is wrong with Zanky fans. So this is one of those people who, again, does not follow me, but of course has to chime in. Has to chime in. No, it doesn't have to. Chooses to chime in. I had said, I made a comment to my friend Derek. I'm sorry, but I've never seen such ugly things being said about Jason just because he isn't fond of Frankie. To which Derek replies, oh, I didn't see anything ugly, just that he didn't make jury or have a job. That's ugly, but I digress. And I replied to that. But then Ms. Janine pipes in to be like, isn't it horrible when people say toxic and ugly things about BB players on Twitter? Like it's the same fucking thing? I'm like what I'm referring to and commenting about what's going on, that's the same, that is saying toxic and ugly things about BB players on Twitter. To which I replied, not when they're in the house playing the game. And if you read my tweets, I keep it about the game. Oh, thank you, Avril. Avril, or if I'm messing your name up, so I apologize. So that was my tweet. Derek replies, oh, I have no control what other people say. I said he didn't make jury, blah, blah. And I said, no, she's trying to be shady. Still insinuating in her passive-aggressive way about shit I never said ever. Now, let me tell you what this woman, because she says, because she's like one of those queen of subtweets, writes, when you really wish I would respond, but you're still lying trash. That was about me. Lying trash. Now, this is a woman who says that I called Ariana Grande and Joan Grande cunts, said that I wished AIDS upon Frankie, amongst other bullshit lies. The reason why I bring this up, I said to her about a little over a month ago, show me the fucking receipts. Show me where I ever said that. Did I? And her response was, yeah, because it never happened. And I later found out she wasn't even on Twitter all summer. She's one of those Tumblr people who came late to the Twitter party. And so, yeah, it annoys me when fucking assholes are, when you call someone trash and call them out for talking about, What the fuck do you think we all do every summer during the season? We talk shit about people in the house. And you're still living your deluded, fucked up fantasy world where you think I said stuff where I said, show me the goddamn receipts. And still, 8 weeks later, where are my receipts, Janine? Where are the fucking receipts? And yeah, I'm singling her out because she's an adult. And two, she's a symbol of the bigger problem. Of like, you know, because she is not the only person who does it. I'm tired of listening to fucking because you know she's gonna have plenty to say if Frankie and Zach come back to Big Brother. She's gonna have plenty to say. But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. You're trash. Show me some receipts and stop subtweeting because it's fucking annoying. And yeah, I do know that you're a nobody. But fleas and gnats and ants are also nobodies, but they're still annoying as fuck. And I want none of that shit anywhere close to me. My followers on Twitter know exactly what I do. I've been doing this for fucking years. And when they're out of the house, they're off limits. And I go back to whatever, okay? So, with that being said, in conclusion, I think you guys should question whether or not how badly you want Frankie and Zach on Big Brother again. Because this will be your world. You just saw, like, as far as Zach is concerned, the jig is up. Everybody's, it's like, I don't even need to say it. You can watch it for yourself. This is not Big Brother. This is not Big Baby. It's Big Brother. And if you get your feelings hurt and pout for fucking over a half hour because of some comment you misconstrued, what's going to happen when your ass is put on the block? Because no one will form an alliance with you because you've alienated everybody for years because you think you're too hot shit. And no one wants to sit there and try to like compete for camera time with you and strategize with you because you're working on planning your poem that you're going to say at the nomination ceremony to get yourself off the block. Like, you think that shit's going to fly a second time? No. It's not. It was cute. It was fun the first time. But you know, who am I? What do I know? I've just been watching this show for years. But do your thing, because it's clearly working out really well for you. That being said, I will now open it up to your comments. Thank you for being patient. Oh boy, let's see. Feeds for years. I think I agree. I think that Zach will be out very first. I can't imagine anybody wanting to make an alliance with him. By the way, let me just tell you about something about All Stars. Nice bum. What do you mean bum? Even if you know that you've got a spot on All Stars, okay, and he really is one of the rare exceptions where he has a spot locked. It's very rare. Something you should be very grateful for. You take every not only do you take every opportunity that you get and do everything you can to stay relevant, i.e. going on The Amazing Race to keep your image fresh in people's heads. You interact with the rest of the Big Brother community, and more importantly, the second you're evicted the first time is when you start playing the game for All Stars. So all this like you if if you're going into a house with people who you have the opportunity to interact with now, you should be pre-gaming. That's just, oh, but I'm gonna like look like a hotshot and drag people on Twitter, or I'm gonna say I hate everybody. Oh, you're that whole shtick. I hate this. I hate that. No, no. This is how this is the image that everyone's just gonna have in their heads. Let's see. I wish. Let's see. Oh yeah, everybody like me up, fam. Like me, yeah. If you liked the rant, hit the thumbs up, like, or give me sticker diarrhea. But like, seriously, I'm trying to get a tip jar. So this can truly be. How gorgeous is that? Look, I just wanted to get this all out of my system so that, like, when Jason comes on tomorrow, which he's coming on tomorrow at around 8 p.m.-ish East Coast time, and we're going to talk about Big Brother 17. We're going to talk about everything about the season. We're going to throw shade. We're going to get messy. We're going to keep it real. And God, it'd be fun if I could get Dave on to call in. Oh, it will get totally shady. It'll get totally shady. Yeah. And I just, a warning to any of the people. You think you can like come at Evil Dick? If you think you're gonna come at Evil Dick, he will squash you. He will embarrass you. Do I know the casting process for Big Brother? Yeah. Start a Tinder profile. Listen, yeah, the women are doing awesome. Shannon, yeah, that's another thing. Shannon fucking Elizabeth. Like, you realize this? I don't get it. Shannon Elizabeth is a movie star. And James just made such an ass out of himself. I applied puns galore. The team murmured demise. Yeah. Everybody, thank you, Sabetta. Thanks, Sabetta, for this. And if you can't appreciate the size of this, compare it to the first one I had. Wait. Yeah. Boop. This is. Sir, step out of the car, please. Yeah. You know what's just funny too is that this is the typical night where I'm fully expecting a bunch of assholes to go run it, like start tweeting at Zach's dad, tagging me, being like, look at you, Miss Cleo is talking shit about your son. Oh, honey, all of fucking Twitter is talking shit about your son. Like, don't even try that. Yeah. Shannon was great, and it just, I don't understand why he just sat there. I just didn't say anything. I mean, I think he was just so pressed from what he thought he heard. But even even if he made, like, even if Dick, even if they all flat out said, hey, gay boy, how's Frankie's dick taste? Even if they said that, which they didn't even come close to it, anything like that, but even if they did, you laugh it off, or I also didn't understand the nerve of this, um, the fact that Zach and Frankie still, um, no, I don't think that Zach and Frankie don't generate this much melodrama. Shelley and Clay generate this much melodrama. No one gives a shit. And I'm sorry, but there's a type of look. This year, my tweets have gotten the most activity than they have in years. And I'm always talking about drama, but it's funny, lighthearted drama. It's jokes about Clay looking like Shelley's sister. It's jokes about Austin. It's just like not toxic, vicious, vile, personal attacks. Like, do you see me going after any? Have you seen me attack a fan? I mean, aside from Janine this morning, have you seen me go after fans and attack them? No. There's plenty to talk about on the feeds and on the show. That's how, like, I'm sorry, Zanky fans. Big Brother existed long before you ever showed up, and will go on long after we'll keep going. It's not all about you. When Shannon said that she knew Frankie longer than Zach, which is true. And why is that an insult? Like, this is a Brele 85. That's okay. That's exactly what I think is bothering me too. What is annoying me is that Zach does plenty of gay baiting, Zanky. Like, he has no problem playing taking all these gold bars from a bunch of lonely 40-something gay men. He has no problem. Oh, I know. He knows exactly what he's doing. If he favorites a tweet about Frankie, or if he watches a video about Frankie, like, he knows like, that's giving people the impression, like, you stop. Let's stop fucking pretending we don't know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. Stop. It's insulting to even say, like, make us think that we don't even know what you're doing. And so, that's fine. You could do it. You're clearly making plenty of coin from it. So, amen to you. But, don't you dare start pouting and bitching and complaining and acting and having a tantrum the second someone calls you out about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go make out with a girl. Let's pretend I went and flirted with a girl or made out with a girl. Do I have any right to be offended or outraged if someone says, "Hey, looks like you like you're into her tits"? No. Yeah. It's just like, you want your cake and eat it too. But this is the problem. It's his fans. He does these YouNows. He spends all fucking day on YouNow, where it's just lathering up his ego, telling him how great he is, which the fans think, oh, well, they're being so supportive and loving. You're doing him a huge fucking disservice. You're coddling him. You're making him feel this false sense of security. He never steps out of this comfort bubble of adoration and finds out that, you know what? Guess what? These like 40, the same 40 people who are giving you all the gold bars and always posting on, always tweeting to you and always posting on this, doing that, those 40 people don't reflect the rest of the world. And when if you're going to go on Big Brother, the Big Brother audience is millions of people, and I don't see millions of people in your YouNow are talking about Zanky. Like if you go and search, go on Twitter and search Zanky. Make a list of how of the screen names that pop up of who's talking about it. There's this one guy with he's got Seal in his name. All he does is tweet over and over and over and over pictures of Zanky. Like that megaphone thing where you invite people to your broadcast. He must sit there and just hit it over. Because like yesterday, I did a search for his screen name. All that popped up was a fucking list of this guy with the live on YouNow. Bitch, we got the message the first time. After like 84 megaphones, either I'm already there or I'm not coming. Stop it. I don't look. Yes, BB17 Kitty Cat, exactly. And but I said already, and I've tweeted about it. My show, I'll be here with Jason. I'll be on whenever, sometime tomorrow. It'll be an hour and a half before the show. Jason will be with me. I'm going to try to get him on around 8 o'clock East Coast time, so we can have at least a good, depending on what we're talking about, we go for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, 50 minutes, anything. But yeah, it's going to be about 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, thank you. You guys know what's up. Yeah, so anyway. Oh, I will it will of course be uploaded to YouTube. So who's going tomorrow? Let's talk. Let's now talk about Big Brother 17. Okay. Who would? I feel like it's not going to be like we're not going to really know who's going or staying until like right before, but I hope that Clay gets evicted. I hope that Shelly stays. Why? Because it's gonna make for better TV. It will. Sorry. My pick for HOH, Jackie. I have renewed faith in, because Jackie, not only do I love her spunk and her like honesty, I think that Jackie will, just like James, give zero fucks, do what the fuck she wants, and better yet, like, cause okay, I know what I wanted to say. This was my only criticism of James as HOH. Okay? When James was HOH, if I were playing, you never tell people coming into the room like Vanessa or whatever, shut. By the way, if you guys want me to, after I'm done with this, I have a Vanessa wig, and I just got this in the mail today. Do you like? You like? gotta make sure these wrinkles show. But yeah. I don't want anybody complaining that I'm doing a drag show, but look, the Meg wig is still coming. It's still in the mail. But God, I really appreciate everything. But if this is your first broadcast you're watching, or you haven't seen one in a while, everything I have, like, do you see all these styrofoam? All of this stuff was bought by you guys. I got my Audrey, like, and I'm looking at a couple wigs. You guys came through. You really did. But as I was saying, this is my. I think it's funny when I like have Hagrid. Fuck you. Oh, I was trying to like add volume to Audrey's wig. Let me get rid of that. Sorry, but because Austin creeps me the fuck out. And this is kind of what his hair looks like, right? Plus the chin pubes, which I gotta make. But look, Jackie. Okay, so when you're HOH, you gotta. I would never, ever, even if I knew someone was safe. When it comes to people like Vanessa, I would never automatically just say, "Oh, don't worry about it. You're safe." Oh, this is what. Like, why am I'm gonna order a camo visor on Amazon with all your kind gift cards, everybody. I think I found a good camo visor to buy, but never say, oh, you're good. Don't worry, you're fine. You're totally safe. Never. Make them sweat a little bit. Say that, first of all, you have to you negotiate your safety for the next week. Because you have to assume that any person walking into your HOH, you have to assume that that they will win HOH. Just assume. And you make a deal that if I keep you safe, you will not nominate me next week. Yeah, like me up, fam. Hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't fanned me, fan me. I don't know why, just do it. So never, like, you leverage your power as head of household, and that you do that by cutting deals. So with Vanessa, I would never immediately just say, "Oh, you're safe, girl." No. What will you do for me to guarantee you safety? What will you do? And then you double down, to use poker terms. You double down once you've got the veto, which you just gave up $5K for. You could have had $5K. And you know what? That Ireland trip is probably worth even more. And Clay is going to cash that out too. But look, you got the veto. Vanessa's quaking in her fucking boots because she knows that Shelly and Clay are up there, maybe throwing her under the bus, which they should have. But, you better be quaking in your boots and willing to offer some collateral to make sure that that I don't use a veto on you and put you up. So that's what I think his mistake was. Okay. He didn't. Unless I'm wrong, you guys might have seen it, and I might be completely wrong. I didn't see him cut deals for exchange for safety. He should have done that with the twins. He should have done that with Austin. I think that Shelly and Clay. Now, a lot of people disagree with me. I personally feel if I were in his shoes, that news bit about how Austin is Judas, and even though Austin will make a deal with you, Judas may go and do a hinky vote. And he did. Like, That's that's legit info that, frankly, I'd be like, you know what? That is the only thing that would sell me. That is the only thing that would have convinced me to take Clay off the block and replace him with Austin. Because either way, whether you break up Clelly or you break up Aus twins, whether you break, it's a win-win. It's in my opinion. So because if you get rid of Austin, you got, oh my God, what do we do? We need someone to like protect us, so then they come to you, James. So that's why I think that what James should have done. Thank you, Ange BB. Thank you for the likes. Um, Otherwise, props to James for having the balls to do what he had to do to get huge. Like, it was props to him. But I think he should have cut deals, and especially make because it seems to me that I know Becky's onto Vanessa. I think the rest of them will totally be on to. Shelly should have been on the block next to Vanessa. I agree. I agree. You know why? Why, by the way? Why? Because I mean, I have an answer that I think. Yay, over 1,000 likes. Woohoo! But why is the question? Because what happens when you have Shelly and Vanessa on the block together? Yeah, okay, yes, aside from breaking out, yes, deceitful love, that is exactly what it is. Sell each other down the fucking river. Out those, because when your back is up against the wall and you gotta fight for your motherfucking life, if you're really desperate, you'll do anything. And Shelly is really desperate to make sure that she can go on and be with Clay. Vanessa is really fucking desperate to win this game. The loyalty between them two, out the fucking door. More so, I think, with Vanessa than Shelly, because I stayed up a lot this past weekend. I got really disappointed with Shelly, just basically playing the whole it's against my morals or blah. But this is fuck your morals, fuck value. Stop it. That's fine in real life, but this is Big Brother. This is a game, and James even said that to her. He even said it. But ultimately, here's the problem. I don't know if the Austin Judas intel was compelling enough of an argument to make, but they should have used it before the nominations were ever made. They should have used it. Because who did they think he was? Yeah, I guess they thought he's going to hold him his deal. But bottom line is, you got to look out for one person if you're playing Big Brother. Yourself. And it's just, it was disappointing because Shelly is sitting there crying and whining. I want this so bad. Well, if you want this so bad, girl, then go fucking fight for it. Because you are protecting Vanessa. You're choosing to protect Vanessa. Clearly you don't give a shit enough. Clearly you don't care about winning or being with Clay. Because if you really cared, You would do anything. And that includes, like, because what good is having your ally Vanessa loyal to you if you're not going to be in the house to play? I mean, is it just because she thinks that she's definitely staying? Yeah, let's see. Why do I think Johnny Mac has been so emotional? Good question. It's. I feel like maybe because he feels like Clay is going, and he won't have anybody to bro down with. I okay. There's been a lot of um, hate shown towards Johnny Mac. Uh, a lot of the love is fading quickly. Okay, but the thing is that why is he being a rat? Why is he telling shit uh, to Clay and Shelley? I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because you know, they only want to give us diary or one or two DRs where he's saying something kind of quirky and cute. Like we don't really know what his game is, and probably not going to until we're later in the game. But they're grooming him for that fan favorite, all right. But just okay. I would like to attempt to translate, and I think what he's saying is the longer that they're in the house, the more targets that there are on other people that are more threatening, and I'm not one of them. Because I talked about this with Evil Dick on Dick at Night on Sunday, which, by the way, I'm on every Sunday night on Dick at Night. Subscribe. But I was talking about this with Dick. He disagreed with me, but I said that I think that because he was like, but there are other targets in the house. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know who's going to be in power, and it's just one more person that's looks more threatening than you. Clay is a guy. Johnny Mac is a guy. People like with Clay gone, Johnny Mac emerges as a more threatening presence. It's just a numbers game, okay? Uh, let's see. It's his game to make people think he's goofy and doesn't know the show. You know what? I don't. The problem is that we don't know what his game is. That's what bothers me, and it's sad that all of the comparisons I had made about Steve being like the Ian 2.0. Sorry. By this time last year, Ian had a big pair of balls. He grew a big pair of balls. He was making moves and engineering Boogie's eviction. We're not seeing that from Steve. I don't understand what. Okay, Stacked in Florida is J Mac is a super fan, hiding a super fan of. Okay, well, Jason was a super fan, is a super fan too. I think the problem is that your super fanism, it's not a really word, but it all depends on the dynamic of who you're playing with. So, it, if you're in a house with people that like you can't control who you're in the house with. No, this is not a double eviction week. Last year, this was a double eviction week, but you know, I predict that next year will be. By the way, for those of you who watched my last show, did I not call to the T what the veto comp would be? I know it's like everyone always says, "Oh, well, you always say this, you always say," and it's true. But literally, during like, because I did a broadcast during during the Vito blackout, where the fish, and I said because they had put everybody on lockdown for the whole day before, and because it was I said that this reminds me of the frogging competition, like in terms of an elaborate backyard, and boom, got it right. Big fucking deal. It's not that big of a deal, but still, it's pretty cool. Uh, but look, the reason why I'm like kind of just tempering the enthusiasm for it is because just like certain people are always like, next year is All Stars for sure. Well, yeah, if you say it every fucking year, eventually you'll get it right. And just like, because I've said for weeks, oh, this week we're going to have costume punishment for sure. There have been a couple weeks I've gotten it wrong. But this time I got it right, so whatever. This week is going to be a memory comp. Tomorrow's HOH is going to be before and after. How do you know it's going to be before and after? I wish it were a jury of 7. Let's see. I have a feeling like next week's veto will. I'm going to go out on a limb and say next week's veto will be hold or fold. Mark it down, people. Hold or fold. I don't know. But goddamn, how great is it, by the way, that fucking Battle of the Block is done? Oh yeah, the Hitmen, by the way, as Nick Can has brought up, we know from I was watching Derek's YouNow earlier this evening. Derek and Cody will be involved in the show tomorrow. But he wouldn't say in what capacity. All I know is that he didn't do a show after last Sunday's episode, which means that he flew out to LA, okay? So he was on set, on CBS property. So he's obviously filming something. So because he's back at home, he obviously is not doing an interview with Julie. He's not hosting a competition, at least in person. It's not a what are they up to now segment because they would have taken a film crew out there. Okay, Stacked Florida, you talked to Cody, then what is it? Is it a takeover? You think it's a takeover? Who would you want? Why do you think that? Oh, I don't. Good question. Okay, so interesting. Interesting. Well, yeah, this thing, they're at home, so they're not going to. But Gronk did, phoned in. But still, they could be doing something where they filmed something for a competition video. Yeah, a lot of them are doing Hearts of Reality. So anyway, so other than a takeover, which would be kind of weird because we've gone for how many weeks without a takeover? I thought it's pretty much dead. Diamonds, why do I think BB hasn't shown Vanessa acting crazy in the show? Because it doesn't fit their storyline right now. Right now, there's a narrative going on. The narrative is focusing on Clay and Shelley, their love. After it's all about. But should I talk about this tomorrow, or do you guys want to hear about it now? But you saw I tweeted a couple of days ago about how I think Vanessa is like Eric Hartman. He said specifically he's flying in tomorrow and El Ferry. What? Oh wait. Okay, but where are they? Unless they're flying into LA, it doesn't matter. Oh, are you talking about Hearts of Rally? So I get distracted looking at the chat. Hold on, you guys. Hold on just 1 second. Wait. Hearts. Oh yes, there. Do you guys think that Zach is gonna go to Hearts of Reality now? By the way, because Evil Dick will be there. That should be interesting. Hold on. What is it with, by the way, with Meg and her Jeffrey Dahmer glasses? I'm still waiting for her wig to show up, but you're gonna get to know. Do you think they stopped focusing? Well, interestingly, because we had, well, if there's no endurance comp tomorrow, which I think there won't be, they usually will have a competition, so we'll probably get a half knot or have not um, competition. Yeah, Meg's glasses. She's got nice titties, but she's like, God, these are like Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Like, I'm gonna eat you glasses. But, woo! Um, Riley Queens, go to sleep, you tired little hag. Oh, are you a Zaki shipper, Riley Queens? Do I need to boot you? No, I think I need to boot you. God no? What are you talking? God no what? Why do I think there was a CBS poll asking who we wanted a final two? I have no idea. Is it? Okay, well, oh, okay. Then why are you being shady with me? You don't have to be in here if you don't want to watch me. Uh, yeah. I think that people grossly overestimate like the size of the Zaki fandom, which drives me fucking nuts. Oh, thank you, Riley Queens. Uh, because you could tell the like there's always this desperation with listing a like it's like they keep a resume, like a list of uh, over the months what Zaki should happen this month and that month. It's like if you have to like list it, like why are you trying to convince? Who cares? No one gives a fuck. Like, um, let's see. Anyway, did they ask something? I'm just so fucking glad there's no team. Okay, do yeah, Brittany, I do know the cast process for Big Brother, but it's a long thing to talk about. They asked for Team America, that bullshit twist. They asked us before the show even started, who do we want representing us uh, as a member of Team America? It was so stupid. Who am I rooting for? Jackie. I'm rooting for James. I'm rooting for Meg. I'm rooting for, I don't know, good TV. That's what I'm rooting for. Uh, Okie dokie. Yeah, I did. Look, I just want people who are there to win, who are fighting to win the prize, not fighting to get into jury. Like seriously, and I was only half joking when I like showed a picture of like I did a Google image search of hoarders that show hoarders, and I'm like uh, now I'm not saying Johnny Mac until he gives me a reason to root for him to win. I like Johnny Mac. I think he's adorable, but until he gives me a reason to root for him, I'm not gonna like root for him. You see what you see the difference? Uh, but I like tweeted, I found pictures of like hoarders' houses. I'm like, this should be the jury house. Like, let's see how much they fight to make it to jury. I mean, whatever. It's like a care. Because they get paid. You just fucking CBS. Just pay them all so they can stop using it as a goddamn excuse. They get. Let me just tell you. You don't want to spend almost 2 months in jury house. There's nothing to fucking do there except play video games and or read a book. And but whatever. If um but okay, so let me just get if you like this theory, tell me and then because I'm just going to give you a Cliff's Notes version. But and I can elaborate on it on a later broadcast, but I was trying to think, who does Vanessa remind me of? like what? Why? Who does she always make me think of? I'm like, Eric Cartman. Are you going to get a Vanessa beanie? Parody. It arrived in the mail today. Should I add? Oh, wait. How about this? I won't speak as Liz. But how about just for shits and giggles? How about I just put on the wig with the beanie just for fun, and I'll tell you why I think she's Eric Cartman. Uh, um, just for the visual effect. How's it sound good? Sound good? And I'm just gonna use the even though this is my Liz wig, it's better for the no, she's not Butters. But who would be her Butters? Shelly is kind of like her Butters. No, no, kitty, it's magic about pie. Well, here's the thing. I was watching South Park. I was like watching a couple different episodes. I guess maybe they had a marathon. Um, what the fuck is this shit? I think they were having like a marathon or something, and I was watching a bunch of episodes. Do you like how this has the roots and shit? Oh, she's no, but it's not about it. It's the comparison I'm about to make isn't about the image. I look like such a pretty princess right now with bad roots. The roots. Wait. Oh my god, I'm so like edgy. So let's try this out. Because it's off to the side, but it's not supposed to be. So look, this isn't about a visual comparison at all. It's not because of beady. It's because of you'll see. Oh my god. And if look here's the thing. If Shelly stays tomorrow, I have a wig that I totally picked out that I'm totally gonna get. I gotta make sure that they're like the furrowed like. So you know, okay, you guys like it? Gotta make sure there's not too much hair up in front. I should put on a sweatshirt, but whatever. So look, it's a numbers game, right? You know, you gotta do what's good for your game. I gotta do what's good for my game. I think she's kind of like Eric Cartman. Because I'm so glad I got this beanie, and I got this with the gift cards that you got me. Anyway, oh yeah, wait, but she doesn't wear this. She wears sunglasses, right? I don't know. It's not working. But like. You gotta look at this, Shelly, as a $550,000 thing. You know, you guys may be the best. You guys are You're just playing for $50,000 less. You're that much closer. Your odds are better. It's the stupidest fucking logic ever. Yeah, I'm not. This is not a drag show. I just wanted to show you guys this. So look, here's why I think she's kind of like Eric Cartman. Not just because of the beanie. Eric Cartman always like in the start of South Park episodes, you often see him like he's like crying or something extreme, something very attention seeking, and he's always getting Kyle and Stan to come and crowd around him, like, dude, what's wrong? Yeah, what? Thank you guys. I just wanted I want to be a NASCAR driver, but I can't because I'm not poor and stupid enough. That was the episode I watched that made me like, oh my god. But you see, like, but then the second that someone changes, like, calls her out on it, or suddenly it's like, what do you mean I'm not stupid and poor enough? Fuck you, Jew! Ah! And like this, like the emotion, like all of the sad tears. It's just like, fuck! It's not working. God damn it! And then like everything is so. It's all about attention. To make it like Cartman is always the center of attention. He's always up to a plan. Whether he is playing the victim, whether he's manipulating something, whether he's got a scheme going on, the wheels are always turning. And he's like, Mom, yeah, I want a pretty little princess. I want an iPad. I do whatever you say. Oh, no, sweetie kids. I think you need to have the less expensive one. Oh, Mom, why don't you just put lipstick on me? Because I like to look pretty before I get fucked in the air, before I get fucked. Like, it, like, whatever changes into, this second, the tides change. And you see it's all like an act. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, Shelly and Clay go on the block. And it's like, she walks in the room like, oh my god, you guys, you didn't give me a hug. I was so upset, you didn't hug me. We're on the block, Vanessa. We're the ones who are going home. Yeah, but you didn't hug me. And I was like, you my alliance. Well, we're gonna have to tell someone some stuff to get us on the block. Oh, what? Fuck you, Jew! I'm gonna screw you guys. I'm going home. Just all of a sudden turns into hate and screaming and fuck you. And then plotting to murder her parents and feed it to her. That's not a good. I'm not explaining it well. But it's just very narcissistic. It's always about her. It's always about Vanessa. And all the emotions, it's just about her. And whatever she's upset about, the second someone's either onto her or know what it's really about or threatening her, not like it directly, but she feels threatened. It goes, yeah, fuck you, I'm gonna, end this, blah, blah, blah. It's a sloppy, messy way to describe it, but it's the same sort of personality qualities. That's just, sorry, that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know if do you guys agree, or cause I appreciate a few of you are saying Diamond Z and Deceitful Love. You guys, I appreciate you saying that it's perfect, but yet she wants everyone voting how she wants, says Mom of Twins. that's exactly something Cartman would do. Like, I am a cop and you'll respect my authority. Like, everything is about what she wants. And if you don't give in, if if you don't give Cartman exactly what he wants, despite all the ways he tries to manipulate it, I still want that toy. I want to be the first one to have the new PlayStation. And if I do, well, fuck you, fuck you, and lashes out on whoever, That's what I'm getting at. That's how that's the essence. That is the essence of Cartman. It's always about me, me, me. Screw you guys. I'm going home. Don't you know this? Yeah, exactly. It's her game. It's just I'm not gonna say entitlement. It's just funny to me how like I get what she's doing. I see why, and I don't fault her for that. I would do it too, but it's the intensity. She's so extra. She's so like. BC Sharon says terrible actor. I would agree, but it seems to be working for a lot of people, right? I mean, let's face it though. She's won what, over $4 million playing poker. I mean, you've seen her houses, her cars. I mean, I get it, but I feel a little more relieved that people like Becky are catching on to her, because Becky Becky is that type of person who will either be the first out during a double eviction because she's someone that's easy to dispose of, or she'll be that person who wins the veto during the double eviction and pulls herself off the block and then is responsible for sending like a big power player home. You guys know the type, right? But look, this is what I love about this season. From this point forward, or now, no one is playing the HOH and throwing it. No one is. I mean, am I right, or am I not thinking about? I don't think anybody is throwing shit anymore. And if there were Battle of the Block, they still would be. Yeah, look. But point is, she's rich. She's got money. And not that it matters, but she's used to having her own way. I don't think Steve feels safe per se, because I think Steve and Johnny both know that they're very susceptible to being one of those, like, oh shit, we need to put someone on the block. It's still early enough in the game where they're like, oh, we need to put someone up, but I don't want blood on my hands. And or we have, we're targeting James, but as a pawn we'll put up Steve, thinking that, oh, it's obviously they're going to vote out James, but really James will figure out a way to get the pawn out, because pawns go home. Yeah, the battle of the block. Once the battle of the block ended, the game started. At least for me, I just fucking love the battle. I just love that we're back to good old fashioned Big Brother. Last year when they ended Battle of the Block, it was too late. It was done. They ended Battle of the Block when they were down to Final 7. Because the first endurance comp was on August 31st, and it was the one where they were just down to 7, and they had to fill the big uh, fish bowls and get the ping pong ball out. And I mean, already, oh, thank you, Avril, yeah, Avril. Already by that point, we were all checked out. There's like we knew Derek was going to win. There's no point in watching. Frankie was just annoying to watch at that point, and it was pretty much like it was just. I think they did a rewind. Like Vanessa wants to wait to be double eviction HOH. I don't blame her. You know what? Hey, I'll tell you this. Nobody, nobody throws the first HOH comp during the double eviction, which is always one of those questions. That's when you have Derek, Dan, all these people who like haven't been winning any competitions. That's when they suddenly win competitions. No one, no one throws the HOH competition in the double eviction because that is a very, very powerful position to be in. Uh, pronounce the whole name like I've really got you. Oh, I've really got you. I've really got you. Thank you. I've really got you. I've really, I've really, I've really got you. POV could be amazing if the losers do not get to play in the POV. Look, I just like that there's no battle of the block. I like knowing that when we have an HOH on Thursday, if it's not an endurance comp, if we have an HOH, that person is our HOH. We don't have to wait until the day after this competition, battle of the block competition, to find out who the real nominees are. I don't like this. It just sucked the fun out of Big Brother by doing it that way, in my opinion. Uh, so why? So would let's see. Battle of the Block ruined their game. Well, tough shit. It made our. It ain't about you, Vanessa. It's about us, and we want good TV. I've already got you. Anyway, I think it's time to wrap things up. We're almost at the 2 hour mark. I'm all about good TV. Like me up, baby. Give me some likes. Show some love if you can. If you can't, don't worry. But tomorrow's gonna be good. And yeah, uh, please, like, there's gonna be a lot of commotion, trying to like, because I'm still trying to figure out how to make sure that we can all see Jason the clearest and make it all work. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna try my best to like ask for fan questions. Um, you know, don't be offended if I don't get to yours. Please, especially if people are spamming and it gets messy and crazy. No, Jason doesn't think I'm. Jason knows who I am. If it gets messy, I'm just gonna have to only ask questions from the envelope things, which I know you have to pay for it. I'm sorry, but but put yourself in my shoes and just don't sweat it. We might not even take that many questions because um, don't worry, Joshua Allen. I'm also no. He called me Cleo the Leo. Yeah, no. We've talked in DM. He knows exactly who I am. I gotta watch days. Um, yeah. Well, I'll have to see. Yeah, he said that there's a. I tweeted a clip where he said on the live feeds. This is the first time I've ever gotten a live feed shout out. He said there's other. Let me just fucking search it. I'm gonna destroy it. So here, I'm just gonna pull it up. Sorry, and then we'll end the show. um, let's see. Shout out feed. What's up with the Twitter search function? It's kind of fucked up. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. June 29th. Wait, hold on. Oh, here we go. Did you hear that? Like Cleo the Leo and Miss Cleo. He knows both of us. It doesn't matter. And I showed him the video, by the way, of Operation Save David. So, Save Jason. So, he knows. We're going to have fun. Yeah. So, I'm going to try to do that, here. I'm going to try to do that thing, like the split screen, and let's see, and have him up here, on this side, so you can see him. I'll be able to read the chat. He won't, because he's going to be Skyping in. But yeah, I have to play around with it and figure out how exactly, because the software is like, you can make a Skype call with that software. You can use it like in a Skype call, but I don't know if you could simultaneously do a Skype call using that software and broadcast. Like, I don't know what it would look like, but Shelly, you better not be. Is Shelly already on? If Clay's did, yeah, we'll talk. I'll talk with Jason about Clem tomorrow. But anyway, it's gonna be fun. Jason's doing like the BB Can hangout, but I think this is his first like non-Canadian, his first United States appearance. Am I right? Or it's gonna be fun, and there's gonna be plenty of shade. Oh, he did on the block? Okay. He did on the block. This is a first non-former house guest. Who gives a fuck? Bottom line is he's doing it, and he's awesome. But did he do on the block? Because they do two types. They do one when they're doing those exit interviews on the Friday, like the day after they're evicted, and then they have a full show. But anyway, look, regardless of who goes home tomorrow, it's a win-win situation. The show's gotten really good. The drama's gotten great. I'm gonna go get some rest, find out what the fuck's been going on. Read. I have not even after I watched Dick Nite, I started YouNowing. And if you're late to the party, have fun watching the rewatch. I might put it on YouNow, but it was quite a rant. Quite a rant. Good night, Alfairy. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. Just hit some likes. Make me feel a little liked. I'm just kidding. Yeah, watch Dick Nite. It's free. It's free. Thank you for the likes. Give me the 1,200, baby. I'll show you my titties. And seriously, thank you to, if you're one of the people that's been sending the gifts, gift cards, signs, you guys, you warm my cold heart. You guys are really awesome. I really appreciate it. Waiting for it to get to 1,200, then I'm signing off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Yay! Thank you. Tomorrow. Oh, whoops, hold on. What did I do? Oh, whoop. I hit a button. See you tomorrow. And, yeah. Get ready for some squirrel and some Jason. It's going to be fun. Okay, bye, guys. Have a great night. Bye.